Okay, guys, so here we are. Big day tomorrow. Novak Djokovic going for number 20, trying to tie the other two GOATs, Roger and Rafa. I see Bashkar is on. I know Bashkar is going to be rooting against Novak Djokovic to win his number 20. I'll be rooting for him. Matteo Berrettini going for number 1. Berrettini downright dominant this year at Wimbledon. So, what do you guys give him? Do you give him a shot to win? I think you got to give him a shot, especially with how Shapovalov performed against Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic played clutch, but I didn't think he played his best tennis. Shapovalov had his chances. I think he should have at least walked away with a set. Do you picture Berrettini getting break points, getting set points, and giving points away the way that Shapovalov did yesterday? I mean, Shapovalov played a great match. Don't get me wrong. He played great. But in the big moments, the big difference was Novak Djokovic lifted his level of play up, and that's when Denis Shapovalov made his unforced errors. So what do you see happening tomorrow? I think it's the finals. Novak is going for number 20. I think he knows, first of all, he cannot play like that again. He cannot play, even though Denis Shapovalov played lights-out tennis, Novak Djokovic far from played his best tennis. So I think he's thinking, I've got to play better tomorrow, which I believe he will. By the way, let's just do a little check-in. Last time I looked, Barty was serving for the match, and she has done it. Congratulations, Ash Barty. You are the Wimbledon champion. She's got that classic Wimbledon game, too. So really, really happy for her. She definitely deserves it. So let's take a look at your comments here. We see that I'm ready for you, Pete, says the real. I would root for number 1 rather than number 20. Okay, so you want Berrettini to win his first. We always give them a chance, but there's nothing stopping Nole from being the GOAT. That's right. I mean, look, Novak couldn't write it up any better. Going into the Wimbledon finals, probably not too tired. Hasn't really been – he's had some challenging moments at Wimbledon this year, but overall, I mean, he's pretty much skated into the finals. Berrettini's had some tough matches, but overall, he's been pretty dominant as well. So I think both players are going to feel in good shape and good form. Neither of them are going to be tired. A big question mark is how nervous will Berrettini be? Novak said they asked him about his first Grand Slam experience. He played against Roger, and he said, I was 20 years old. I didn't quite believe I could win at that point. Will the same thing be for Berrettini? He said it's a little different with Berrettini, though. He's been on the big stage a little longer. He's 25 years old, okay? We always think of since Rafa and Roger and Novak are well into their 30s, we always think of everybody else as so young. We always think about the next geners like babies. Berrettini's no baby. He's 25. He should be entering his absolute peak form right now. He should have the experience. He should not be overwhelmed by the experience of the nothing can probably prepare you for stepping on Wimbledon center court from the very first time in your life. So we will see. We're out here at Atlantic Station. I got my buddy with me, B2. B2, who are you picking for the final? B2 is no fool. He says Novak all the way. B2 has put in the Novak prediction. Let's see. Give the trophy to Novak, period. Yes. As my buddy Matt Bradshaw says, Novak's won so many times, he's got his own engraver. Is the engraver already writing N-O-V, right? B2 picking Joker, exclamation point. Hey, B2, says Bashkar. Yeah, B2 has seen this coming for a long time. He knew at the beginning of the year, he said that the Golden Slam is very, very possible, if not probable, for Novak this year. So I think you got to, obviously, it's hard to bet against Novak. Almost dumb to bet against Novak. Novak could not draw this up any better. We missed the kitchen, Pete. You guys like the kitchen better? Kitchen's probably less loud. Is it very loud here, guys? It's hard to hear me. We're outside. We're at Atlantic, not Atlantic Station. We're by the Braves ballpark. Let's see if you guys can see the big A down there. Can you guys see the big A down the street? Got the big A down the street. That's literally where the Braves play. Should Joker continue the drop shot, lob, serve, and volley strategy? Well, I really love how Novak is using serve and volley. The drop shot is great. Sometimes it backfires on him. The lob has been amazing. So, yeah. Wild Live says, just kidding. Glad you're live either way. Pete, I was just commenting on another video. Do more videos with B2, and you did it today. Yes. See, there you go. B2. You guys ask, I deliver. B2 hanging out. So here's what I think. Let's start breaking down this match. What Novak is going to have to do better, I think he's going to have to swing a little more freely tomorrow. I thought against Shapovalov, he played a little tight. I don't think he played his A game. I think he's definitely going to have to play A, B plus tennis to beat Berrettini. As much as, this favors Novak, I don't think Berrettini is going to come out and absolutely lay an egg. I don't think he's going to choke. I think it's going to take a really good performance from Novak to win, which I do believe Novak will deliver. But I think Novak knows he's got to step up his game. I think he's got to hit a little bigger, go take a little more risk. I don't think he can play as conservative as he's been playing. I think he's been playing a little too conservative. I'm not talking about the serve and volley plays. Obviously, that's taking a great risk. But I'm talking about when they're going toe-to-toe in these baseline rallies, I think Novak is going to have to come up with more surprises. He's going to have to flatten out his backhand down the line more. He's going to have to hit a little bigger. I don't think it's going to be as matter as just keep it in play and let Berrettini hang himself. I think he's going to have to take a little more offense and control the points a little more against Berrettini. Clearly, Shapovalov was in control of that match. He just was. I mean, I think most Novak fans would readily admit that was not Novak's best game the other day, and that Shapovalov was controlling the match. So I think Novak's going to have to take a little more control tomorrow. I think he's going to have to test that Berrettini backhand. Berrettini this year, I think his backhand's gotten better. What do you guys think? Berrettini's backhand used to be a huge liability. His backhand slice is getting better and better, which definitely works well on the grass. I saw him hit some backhand winner returns. So some backhand winner returns off Berrettini's racket. We're used to seeing that big forehand. We're not used to seeing a lot of backhand winners. He's hitting more big backhands, and he's really as a big bus rolls by. I know that can't sound very good. Let's let that go through. Yeah, I don't think he can. Where is it going with this? Berrettini, I think, is doing a much better job on his backhand and setting up his forehand. Berrettini's obviously going to have to serve big and hit his forehand big. Berrettini is serving less than 60% first serves. He has absolutely no shot. If he's serving 60% or more first serves in, then, man, you got to give him a decent shot at least taking a set 2 or 3 from Novak. If he's serving 60, 70% first serves in with that big first serve, even as great as Novak's return is, it's going to be tough for Novak to break Berrettini with as good as he's been serving, as big as his forehand is. And here's another thing that's very impressive. Berrettini's winner to unforced error ratio right now is off the charts, okay? It's better than Novak's. He's hitting more winners and less unforced errors than Novak Djokovic is. So, if he can do that against Novak, math is math. He'll win if he can do that. But he hasn't played Novak yet. So that's the reason probably why. But anyway, Novak is going to have to play some great tennis. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Okay, we have an actual score prediction Ian is saying Novak wins 6-7. So you're predicting he's going to come out there maybe the first set a little tight. This is a very, I would say, big prediction here. I like the scoreline. 6-7, 7-6. So Novak loses the first set 6-7. Then he wins 7-6. Then he wins 6-4, 6-1. That is a typical Novak match too, right? Where sometimes his back, I mean, at the French Open, his back was against the wall. Against Shapovalov yesterday, his back was against the wall. So he's good at the rope-a-dope, getting in big trouble, getting himself out of there, and then eventually breaking your spirit and running away with the match. That's the prediction. That's a pretty good prediction. Bashkar says Berrettini's problem is his movement on the court. Yeah, I mean, but I think he's been moving pretty damn good this year at Wimbledon. I think his movement looks good on the grass. I really can't think of, other than he's playing Novak Djokovic, a reason why Berrettini would lose, because, he's playing about as good a tennis as he's ever played. He's hitting big serves. He's hitting big forehands. His slice backhand is working out really nice on the grass, and he's hitting through the backhand a little more. And Berrettini's not too bad at the net, guys. He's pretty good at finishing points at the net. So there's nothing I see. There's nothing I see right now. Ordinarily, it'd be a very easy thing. It goes, just hit the Berrettini's backhand, he'll self-destruct. That's what Federer did against Berrettini a couple of years ago. Berrettini's backhand a couple of years ago at Wimbledon was absolutely terrible, and Federer just ate him apart. And Federer played much better. He's a much better player at that point. So there's nothing I look at Berrettini and go, we'll just do this to Berrettini and he's going to self-destruct. I don't see a weakness right now in these last 2 weeks. Let me know if I'm missing something. I don't see a glaring weakness off Berrettini. Of course, we know Novak Djokovic is the ultimate all-around player. He can serve well. He's the best returner ever. His ground strokes are rock solid. He volleyed fantastic against Shapovalov. If there is a weakness, he's a 6'1" guy who's super thin, rail thin, playing a guy who's 6'5", who's a beast physically. So we know Novak is a beast mentally. Fitness-wise, he's a beast. Flexibility-wise, he's a beast. But when it comes to this brute strength and force, you got to give the edge there to Berrettini. So, could that play a factor tomorrow? Do you think that Berrettini's size on the grass could overwhelm Novak? Could that be a deciding factor to keep Novak from reaching out that big accomplishment of 20, which is everybody's been seeing coming down the road for quite some time? All right, let's see. Please show us creativity, playfulness, likability, love the game, authenticity, modesty to keep the young players. I don't understand. Please show us. Who are you saying Berrettini doesn't have that? I think Berrettini is a very creative player, by the way. The biggest question for me is that Berrettini hasn't faced and beaten a top 10 player recently. Yes, that's right. I mean, you can look great against a lot of players, and then all of a sudden when you get going against a true legend, Novak is a true legend, and you're playing him where, a lot of people don't really understand, don't appreciate how great Novak is at Wimbledon. The guy is one of the best grass court players of all times. And so he's great at Wimbledon. And you're going there, center court. Novak's been there many, many times walking on that center court, the most prestigious court in tennis, in the finals. We just don't know how Berrettini's going to react to that. You're right. He has not beaten a top 10 player on his way to the finals. So that could be a big factor. That could be a big factor. B2, what do you think? Let's weigh in more. What do you think about Berrettini's chances? Do you think he's going to choke, or do you think he's going to give it a great match? He says, it's like, Pete, end the live stream now. I want some bones and some snacks. It's going to be a 3-set walk in the park for Novak. It's going to be an absolute joke. The titles are engraved. He's going to win the Golden Slam. No question, it's Novak. I'm going to have to agree with my man, B2 here. We'll end this live stream to where I'm going to pick Novak in 4 sets. I think Berrettini's going to play bigger and better than Shapovalov, but I think that we're going to see a better version of Novak tomorrow. He understands what's on the line. I don't think Novak is a choker. I know he is going to understand that he needs to bring his best stuff. He's going to know exactly what he needs to do to beat Berrettini. He knows he's going to have to hit a little bigger. And so, yeah, I'm picking what do you think? BT wants to come back. So, yeah, I'm picking Novak in 4 sets. Number 20. Maybe there's a Freudian slip, as they call it, 25. Maybe he's going to end up with 25. I think that's realistic, actually. Yeah. B2 wants to stick his nose in this live stream. He's picking Novak. I'm picking Novak. What are you picking? We'll see you guys on the next live stream. Like this video on their way out. And watch Wimbledon. Congratulations, Ash Barty. Way to pull out your Wimbledon victory. And yeah, we're gonna hang out down here, do a little bit of work. And I'm gonna go get myself a bubble tea. Give this video a like if you love bubble tea.